Good morning from Seattle. On to today's vlog, I'll be sharing the places I visited during my stay here in Seattle. It was such a great experience coming here. I've got to try some amazing food and explore some of the awesome spots, as well as learn about what this city has to offer. Stick around because it's going to be a fun time as we dive deeper. So we're currently at the Great Wheel, right at the waterfront of Pier 56, and right behind me is actually the Great Wheel itself. The Seattle Great Wheel. It was the tallest Ferris wheel on the west coast of the US when it opened in 2012. Here we are! Alright, now we're on the Great Wheel. Moving actually. 30 seconds later. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Are you okay? This was an additional stop we decided to make on top of our Hawaii trip. If you haven't already watched the Hawaii vlog, go check it out. Links in the top left corner of this video. Or you can find it in the description box below. Yeah, I guess we'll just see how it goes for the next... oh my gosh! Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any videos on this channel. Alright, let's get started. She asked a really good question. We're right in front of the waterfront and your question was?
Is this water sea? Is it the sea or is this a lake or is this a river? And we're like, what is a bay?
Yes, question of the day. With a little bit of research, we found out that we were surrounded by Elliott Bay. A bay, and no, not that bay, is a body of water partially surrounded by land. It's usually smaller and less enclosed than the Gulf, the mouth of a bay where it meets the ocean or lake. Alright, we're heading to the gum wall now.
You sound very out of breath.
I did walk up good amount of stairs. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video as I share what are some helpful tips from what I learned during this trip that could be helpful to you if you ever decide to travel Seattle. Here we are, Gum Wall. It's a brick wall covered in used chewing gum under Pike Place Market in downtown Seattle. Parts of the gum coating alongside the wall are several inches thick and coating is 15 feet high alone and 50 feet long section. It is to believe that during the pandemic, they have washed down quite a number of it. Going now! So we're here at Storyville Coffee, which is also located next to Pike Place Market. It's no secret that Seattle has a love affair with coffee. With 2.5 coffee shops for every 1,000 citizens, Seattle has the greatest concentration of coffee houses in the country. It opened its door in October 2003, one of the city's upcoming coffee purveyor. Ice Americano with a splash of 1%. Oh, so good. A little pick-me-up in the afternoon. Here we are at the Pike Place Chowder. They're known for their chowder. I'm gonna line up now. Now that we have arrived at Pike Place Chowder, can you say that word fast? Great things about this place is all seafood in the chowders are 100% certified sustainable. In 2018, Yelp named their New England clam chowder the most popular dish in America. It became the destination for so many visitors and is served up to almost 500,000 bowls. Here's a list of awards they have been given over the time, and it's not just these awards that makes it tasty. They currently have 2 locations. They have up to 8 varieties of chowders daily. Oh, excited. Should we soup first and then bread?
I'm a soup first and then
soup
bread.
first. Alright.
Cheers.
Oh. So good. Wow. I think this is the best clam chowder I've had.
The next day.
Good morning. It's now 9 and we're heading over to Space Needle to pick up our rental car. Oh, hello, Space Needle.
My ride for the next 2 days, baby.
After we picked up our rental car, we decided to drive over to Finn Vietnamese Coffee to get our caffeine fix. If you know me, you know me. I gotta have that coffee in my system. Located next to Yesler Terrace, which is an upcoming new development neighborhood, I've noticed that the cafe tucked into a high Vietnamese populated community. Its decors and designs bring back to a little bit of the olden time, but still have a modern twist to it. One of my favorite coffee drinks is Cafe Sura, a classic Vietnamese coffee. It uses a Finn brewing method that consists of a slow drip but strong extraction that's served with condensed milk.
Oh my god. Share. I think this is the best. Ooh. Interesting.
I've also decided to order a popular item on the menu, pandan waffle. It's crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Somehow this sweet snack just hit the spot. After having it, I even tried to make it myself but couldn't bring the crispy texture. You definitely have to try it for yourself if you ever come to Seattle.
It looks freaking soft.
After our coffee fix, we decided to explore the neighborhood a little and came across Lan Hui Sandwich Bakery. We were trying to find a good takeaway small snack with us as our plan to do a hike. We decided on the shredded chicken and pate banh mi. If you're not sure what pate is traditionally made with liver and mixed with wine and spices until it's cooked down into a spreadable texture. Just hit up Discovery Park. The trail's about 2.8 miles. Alright, if you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. Now, here are some helpful tips that could prepare your visits to Seattle. If you don't intend on getting a little wet, always bring either an umbrella, foldable poncho, or a rain jacket, especially if you're traveling to Seattle towards the end of the year. They seem to have the most rainfall during November, and it always helps when you come prepared, although most locals don't use an umbrella. Be sure to try to set yourself a budget a day to spend so you don't overspend throughout this trip. Prepare a day-to-day itinerary to help get through to all your point of interest. If you intend on staying longer than 5 days on your trip, I always recommend staying in an Airbnb or short-term apartment that consists of a usable kitchen or kitchenette, so then you can prepare food. As great as it is to eat out, after all, you are on vacation. But if you are traveling on a budget, that would be a perfect thing to have. For my coffee lovers, coffee is really everywhere. With so many options, you really can get coffee almost anywhere you go in Seattle. Be sure to do a little bit of a research and try to find a specific one in the area that you are visiting so you know it'll be the type of coffee you're interested on trying. Or if you want to be spontaneous, that works too. Ditch the car and pack walking shoes. Seattle could have some of the worst traffics in the US. I didn't have much of a problem myself when I rented the car because I believe we were still in the pandemic, and I also try to avoid any rush hours. Alright, now last but not least, nowadays we have smartphone that contains GPS system that locates exactly where you are and is simple to use apps that allow us to get from place A to place B. Another tip is to save your places you want to visit in advance. If there are a couple of things you want to do in a particular city, you can round that up in one day or a part of the day so you don't spend so much time traveling. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate the support and it really helps the channel out. That sums up my Seattle travel, and type it in the comment box below. Which of these places would you consider trying? Because I'm curious to know your thoughts. Thank you for making it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.